Subscribe to PAMX channel. Click on the bell icon to receive notification on new video. Like and share the videos. Thank you.
Wi-Fi Polytype runs a portfolio of activities in the fields of container packaging and flexible substrates for the cosmetic, pharmaceutical, food and beverage markets. The company is represented globally with its own sales and service and manufacturing units in Switzerland, Germany, Italy, the US, Thailand, Brazil, China, Hong Kong and India. And today we are virtually meeting Mr. Alain Bursip, Chief Business Officer, straight from Switzerland, joined by Mr. Praveen Bhatia, who heads the Indian market of Wi-Fi Polytype. So we welcome both of you on PAMX channel.
Thank you.
So we understand Wi-Fi Polytype has developed a versatile solution for the digital printing on objects like cups, tubes, and aluminum monoblock containers. So among these, what proportion is growing the fastest?
Okay, so for Polytype, the cap market is growing the fastest. I see now new companies who really code the wave of e-commerce, and they can propose fantastic customized caps to their customer. And what I can say also at the moment is growth is really happening more in the B2C model rather than in the B2B one. The other market you mentioned, for example, the tube and aluminum monoblock container, are more conservative. They are producing packaging for the cosmetic and the pharma industries, which still keep working on the existing business model, which are based on forecast. But even now, these people are also thinking about going to digital because they have to explore as well the possibility of this new technology.
Mr. Praveen, would you like to add something to it?
Yeah, in respect of the India market also, that the cup business, we are hopeful that somebody will definitely put this machine, because no doubt it is being delayed because previously in IPL model, these cups are mainly good for the events and the sports and all, because a lot of people in Europe, they're using for a Euro Cup, and where this basically the players' photograph is there, it's become a personalized. So we were working on the IPL because India is a cricket is a religion practically. And but because of this COVID thing that is being delayed, but we think that in India also this is a good market for the cup printing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So sir, in view of the constraints on business methods or operations as a result of the pandemic, what is the impact on your business forecast?
Okay, up to now, in the group level, we don't really feel a slowdown in our business. Of course, we have some markets who are doing better than usual, and we have other markets we slow down a bit. But in the global, our business is quite stable.
Okay, that's great. Mr. Praveen, India also it's doing good?
Yeah. India also is good because recently in a laminated tubes, you see a lot of hand sanitizer gel is started. So in this time also we could able to sell 2 to 3 machines. So the market is not really that bad for us. We are doing good.
That's a good news. So how does the Wi-Fi Polytype digital solution really help to benefit the consumer brand or the user segment?
So customization for me is the backbone of our digital solution. We can really answer the demand of the customer, and our machine can really now provide a packaging solution in a very short delivery time. So we are quite flexible.
Okay. Mr. Praveen, anything you want to add?
Yeah. In India also, a lot of e-market segment is started and a lot of new entrepreneurs are coming. So their MOQ orders are very less, maybe 500,000, 2,000, where the digital can really play a big role. Because in a conventional printing machine, this small orders is difficult to supply by the manufacturer. So we feel that because of the e-marketing and the new startups are coming in India, the digital printing will play a big role in this.
Yes, we have got this feedback from many printers that digital is the...
Yes.
So sir, is this capable of offering a cost-effective solution for packaging to small emerging startup consumer brands as well?
Yes, for sure. As already mentioned, our machine can provide and produce very small quantities and without generating a lot of waste. And so this process is very efficient and eco-friendly from my point of view. Personally, I really like to work with startups because they are really open-minded and they do not have anything to lose to embrace this innovation and new products. So this is always a good partner for us here.
Yeah, Praveen, sir, you feel the same?
Yeah. India is the same thing because, as you know, a lot of startups are going on, and Government of India is promoting those startups. A lot of funds are being invested in these startups. So naturally, these will definitely helping us, and the cost of per unit is practically being reduced because, as Alan has already mentioned, a lot of other logistics are very less. You can directly print from computer. No plate making, no other systems are required. So you can easily do a fast delivery and less quantity.
And as I say, the startups are more open-minded to think out of the box. And this is why we like to contact these people.
Yeah? So, sir, how far do your products ensure the need of more automation and reducing manpower under the circumstances of the pandemic?
Okay, the last 10 years, the automation of polytype equipment has been an important point of development. In Europe and North America, the labor costs are quite expensive, and our customer always challenge us to reduce the manpower in their production line. But since few years, we could also see this similar request coming from Asian countries. But for me, I would say the pandemic is not really the main drive for this change, but I guess it could speed up the conversion to more automation.
Yes, right. So even in India, sir, this pandemic is speeding up adopting automation in many countries. Do you feel the same?
That's right. Absolutely right. Because as I mentioned you, in India, if you see that in the COVID times, the e-marketing is very important now. So now the people are wanted to go in an e-market. So that is the reason this is helping us rather, our digital process.
Yes. So with our PM's call, India's PM call on industry to make in India and be vocal for local, will you be considering manufacturing your equipment in India at any stage?
Okay, VFAC Polytype Group is working in a niche market. So we cannot indefinitely duplicate production site all around the world. And in the future, we will maintain our production site in Switzerland, in Germany, in Italy, in Thailand. But for us, what is important is to have a sales and service activity who is located in India. This is why we have a VPI, to better serve and understand your market and to be closer to the customer.
Praveen, sir?
Yeah, because the Thailand unit is as good as in India. No doubt this is not in a geographical boundaries of India, but in its SAARC countries. And in the SAARC countries, you know, a lot of custom duty and all the agreement has been done by the government. So that is why the Thailand unit is serving us very well because of no custom duty and other benefits are there. And we have a very strong base of engineers are here. And whatever the development with the Indian customers are asking, that Polytype is implementing. So you can say that local to vocal, the concept which our Prime Minister has given, we are adopting it. In the sense that whatever the Indian industry's requirement is there, the Polytype is implementing that. Either ultimately they are first planning in Switzerland and ultimately being implemented in Thailand. So ultimately local to vocal is all the local requirement they are fulfilling us.
So we don't have a production plan in India now, but we have an embassy, and Praveen Bhatia is our ambassador in India to represent us here.
Okay. So, sir, as a leading member of the print and packaging equipment industry, how would you compare real-time exhibitions with the virtual exhibitions? Alan, sir.
A company has to adapt to all kinds of situations. For example, this week, Polytype organized its first virtual show in replacement of Pack Expo in US. We really had very good feedback. It was quite well organized. We also 2 weeks ago organized a webinar about digital with the Tube Promotion Council of India, which has been also a success. We have really good feedback up to now. But I do not think that in the future everything will be virtual. I believe more in a mix between virtual meetings and face-to-face contacts. A virtual meeting will never replace the exchange you could have during a dinner with your customer and your partners. And what I have to say now, I'm really looking forward to see the end of the pandemic and jump in the airplane and be able to meet my customer in India and worldwide.
Right. So Praveen sir, in India, mostly we like to touch and feel the machine and then people go for it. So how would you comment on real time and virtual?
You know, initially explaining a machine and everything is okay in a virtual manner, but you know, when the person is investing a 2 million, 1 million, 2.5 million amount of money, say if you see in Indian terms around 10 to 15 crore rupees of investment, definitely he wants to see the machine physically. Either he has to travel to Switzerland or Thailand, because otherwise it's a very difficult. You can explain initial this thing. You cannot replace everything with a virtual meetings or a virtual access. You know, this is there, but it takes time.
So thank you, Alliance sir, and thank you, Praveen sir. A wonderful interaction.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.